welcome to Higher Education Updates channel, and today I'll be discussing the crucial process, and that is the KUCCPS in the institution transfer. And so as of today, the Kenya University and Colleges Central Placement Service has opened the second revision window for degree and diploma. So it is ongoing, and the phase is intended for students who did not secure a course during the initial application, and also those who missed the first application entirely. So this revision period runs until May 27th, 2025. And following this, a final revision window will be available for about a week. Then approximately 3 weeks after the final revision, the inter-institution process will commence. So the inter-institution transfer process commences after placement results are released. So when you know your institution and the course, then after some time, everyone will be allowed to apply for the inter-institution transfer. So you need to understand what is KUCCPS in the institution transfer. So the inter-institution transfer allows students placed by KUCCPS to change their institutions or courses under specific conditions. So you can be placed maybe at KC universities, but later you decide maybe KC University wasn't your choice, or maybe for any other reason you just want to transfer to another university. So you can only do that through the KUCCPS in the institution transfer. And some students mess up, and this is because of the government funds. You have the HELP application or the HELP fund, and also the government scholarship. And for you to receive these funds, you are supposed to be placed by KUCCPS and join the respective institution in which you are placed by KUCCPS. So some students, let's say they are placed in a certain institution, then they decide to join other universities or institution without transferring through the KUCCPS. You will not be eligible for the government scholarship, because for you to be eligible, you need to do the whole process of your placement or admission using the KUCCPS. So you can find someone is placed at KC University, then later he or she decides to join another university without transferring through the KUCCPS. That student will not be able to apply for the HELP and scholarship funds, because during the application of HELP and scholarship funds, you are supposed to indicate the institution you are placed in. And for you to indicate, like, the HELP and scholarship portal is linked to KUCCPS portal, the details. So during the application of the HELP fund, the institution that will appear or that will reflect on your portal is the one that you are placed by KUCCPS, or the one that you did in the institution transfer and during the KUCCPS in the institution. So the institution that you are transferred to is the one that will appear. So for those who will choose to join other institutions without transferring through the KUCCPS portal, will not be eligible, or they will not be able to apply for the government funds. So there are specific conditions that are considered during transfer, and that is eligibility. So only students officially placed by KUCCPS are eligible for the KUCCPS in the institution transfer. So, and also KUCCPS course requirements. So you need to meet the minimum entry requirements and cutoff points for the desired program. So if you are transferring from one university to another, you need to meet the cluster points and also the subject requirements. Your cluster point should be higher than that of the university or institution you will be transferring to. Then on program validity, the program must have been offered during the placement year. So that is this year academic year. So the academic year will be 2025 to 2026. So the program must be offered during the next academic year, which is 2025 to 2026. Then another condition, it is a single application rule. So each applicant can not only apply to one program. So during the CUSPS in the institution transfer, you only choose one program. Uh, Unlike the first time application, also the second revision, third revision, for degrees, you can choose to a maximum of 4 programs in different institutions. But for diploma, it's 2, or same to certificate, same to KMTC. But you need to know this: KMTC doesn't allow in the institution transfer. In the institution transfer is only applicable to degree students and diploma students who are in colleges, polytechnics, or universities, but not the Kenya Medical Training College. So you'll only be able to choose one program during the in the institution transfer. Then the application procedure. So you can access the portal through the student.cusps.net. So you visit the CUSPS portal, then after that you click on transfer. Let me display it here. So you search the CUSPS portal, then you log in. Then on the dashboard, you will click on, you can see here we have the transfer application tab. So you will click on the transfer application tab. Then here you'll find all the steps that I'm talking about. So you click on transfer application, then you will see a tab to enter the 7 number program code. So you can see here there's a notification that, dear applicant, you are not eligible for the online industry transfer because the application has not started. So you access the portal, click or initiate the transfer by clicking on the transfer application tab. You select the program, so you need to know the program code or the institution code tab to explore available programs in their requirements. So you can first go on the all programs tab, then check the available courses, you compare the cluster points. Then if your cluster points are higher, you note down the program code. Then you will enter the program code once you have selected a preferred program. So you input the 7-character code, then you will see, or you will see a notification whether you meet the subject requirements and also the cluster points. So then you provide a reason. So this step is very crucial because the reason you select is what determines whether your transfer application will be approved or not. And there are 4 main reasons for cost in the university transfer or in the institution transfer. So when applying for in the institution transfer through the cost portal, a student must select one of the 4 approved reasons. And so here are the 4 main reasons. So the first one is medical grounds. So if a student is experiencing health issues that make it difficult to continue studies in the current institution or environment, so you provide a proof. So here you can upload a medical letter or a report from a recognized doctor or hospital clearly explaining the condition and the recommendation for transfer. So the document should be recent and officially stamped. Then another reason, or the second reason, is financial reason. So if the student's family can no longer afford the cost of staying at the current university, or the living expenses, or if the living expenses are too high, then you need to provide also a proof, or you can select this reason. Then you can upload a letter explaining the financial hardship, preferably from a parent or guardian. So then you can attach the documents, supporting documents such as bank statements, fee structure showing the cost differences, because each university has its own cost. You can find maybe at your end a certain program is costing 600,000, but the same program at a certain university it is costing maybe 400 and something thousand. So you can also upload such a letter, then or you can upload letters from local authorities, chief or pastors confirming the hardship. Then the third reason is person with disability. So if the current institution is not fully equipped to support a student with a disability, so you can upload a disability certificate from the National Council for Persons with Disabilities or a relevant hospital, especially level 4 government level 4 hospital. So remember, for you to get maybe a medical letter or a letter proving that you are a person with a disability, and maybe it's from a hospital, it should be a government level 4 uh, hospital. Then you need to explain how the current institution or the university you have been placed in is limiting your academic life, and how the preferred institution is more suitable. Then lastly, the last reason is on course. Maybe you applied for a course, then later you realize that it doesn't align with your, or you change your mind, so you decide you want to change to another course. So change of course preferences, it's the last reason. So sometimes students feel that the course they were placed in is not aligned with their career goals or interests. So you can prove by writing a strong justification letter explaining your academic and career interests. So you explain your passion for a certain course that you want to change to. So show that the new course is available in the institution you are applying to, and meets your qualification. And so sometimes you can apply, it's either you apply for a course that doesn't align with your interest, then later you change your mind, or sometimes it's not that way, or it's not even a mistake. Like for example, the Bachelor of Education Science, you find that on the quiz portal they don't indicate that the combination of the subjects from certain universities, they don't. So maybe in your mind right now you applied for Bachelor of Education Science, but your combination, let's say it's math, biology, and maybe you applied at Kibabi University. Then later you realize that at Kibabi University there is no such combination of biology, mathematics. So what will you do? You will have to apply for KUCCPS in the institution transfer. And as so anyone who applied for Bachelor of Education Science or of Education Arts, you need to check whether the universities you applied to, if they offer the certain subject combination that you prefer. You need to confirm that before the KUCCPS in the institution transfer is open. Like for example, there's a student who was asking me about the Islamic studies. It's offered in very few universities. Even I don't think if there are more than 3 in Kenya. So you need to check the subject combination, so that if it's not offered in the universities you applied for, then you will have to apply for KUCCPS in the institution transfer. Then you need to remember your current and target universities will both approve or reject the transfer request. So you have the receiving and releasing. Releasing is the university that you have been placed in or that will be placed in. Then that is releasing. Then receiving university is the one that will be applying to transfer to. So, and also you need to know that all documents should be uploaded clearly and legibly. Clearly means they should be visible. Legibly means the documents you are applying should be relevant to the reason that you you will choose during the application. If it's a financial reason, the documents you upload should be proving that financial reason. Then the step 6, that is payment during the application. So an unrefundable fee of Kenya shilling 1,000 is required. Non-refundable means when your KUCCPS in the instant transfer is not approved, the 1,000 shillings will not be refunded back to you. So payment is made through M-Pesa when prompted at the submission stage. So nowadays it's e-citizen, so an account will appear in capital letters, then you will use it. Then you are not supposed to send the money unless you are prompted. So the pay bill is 222 account number will reflect during the payment stage. Then the last stage is to track progress, then monitor the status of your transfer application through the KUCCPS student portal. So for KUCCPS institution transfer, it involves 7 steps. And the best thing is that all these steps you will see them as they move from one step to another, one steps to another. And the important stage or step is for the receiving institution. If they approve your application, then everything will be successful. But if they decline, you will have to reapply. So important note, so transaction codes or accounts, so you need to keep safe your account or the e-citizen code that you will be using, because it may be required later, or maybe if you will be required to reapply, you need to have that the account number or the e-citizen code. Then you need to adhere to all the deadlines, and also payments should be made during the designated application window, and payment is done during the applications. Then endorsements, so we have the receiving and releasing institution, of which all this institution must endorse your application. They must approve your KUCCPS in the institution transfer process. So if the receiving institution declines, you will be notified through the portal and advised to try a different program or university. So that's all about that I wanted to share about the KUCCPS in the institution transfer. And thank you for joining this session, and I wish you all the best as you prepare your journey to join higher institutions of learning. Thank you.